Hello, I'm Jarg, and welcome back to my basic beginner's guide to Terraria. Last time, we started off by just digging out into old, and in between that episode and this one, I did dig down a lot. Like, I dug almost down to the very bottom. Now, this didn't take me too long, in all honesty. Remember, this is a small world. It only took me about 20 minutes from when I left off to just keep on digging, and that's also with dealing with things such as water. So, if you're doing a small world, it won't take you that. It'll probably take you about as long as it did for me. If you're on a larger world, it'll probably take you much longer, just because a large world is twice the size of a small world. Anyways, while I did dig down, and I didn't dig the other half out, I did want to just show off and explore some of the caves, because I have not actually done that yet, and I thought this would be a good way of trying to actually explore the underground, as well as trying to talk about things. Now, if you're going to be exploring the underground, I highly recommend you bring torches, because that way you know where you've gone. Like, the map definitely helps, but it doesn't hurt to have torches to help light your way up, as well as making sure you're careful. Ooh, here's something actually good. Although I do want to be a little bit careful, because this thing right here, it's a little bit hard to see, but this is actually another plant known as Blinkroot. Now, I can harvest this right now and get it, but I would like to potentially wait. Hello there. I'd like to potentially wait and have this thing start glowing, as by the name of Glow Root. If we attack the plant when it is glowing, we will get seeds out of that. With seeds, we'll be able to actually grow more of that stuff, and I do want that. Also, didn't notice the background change. If you go back a little bit, normal background. Blue mushroom background. Well, out and about. Well, again, I have not explored it. I did find a mushroom biome, a blue mushroom biome, that I was actually talking about last time. So, yeah, as I said, if you find one, you'll know what it looks like, because you can tell based around, well, the fact it's all glowing. And another thing, I probably should have said this last time, but again, I want to leave some things up for people to actually find on their own. In the water, you have a chance of finding piranhas. I definitely recommend fighting piranhas, as they have a chance of dropping you an item that is very useful for us, especially earlier on. That being a hook. Sometimes left by skeletons and piranhas. So, you can also get from skeletons. I mostly get them from fighting piranhas. A hook is a very useful item that I will show off when we go back up. I just want to try and show these areas off. And while I did find a mushroom biome, I still haven't shown us how to make potions yet, so I will have to do with that. Ooh! Hermes boots! A very nice item to get. So, from chests you can find on the ground, you can find some good things, such as Hermes boots. Definitely something I want. Another thing we can find is called a magic mirror that acts just like a recall potion, but you don't have to. You don't lose the item when you use it. Oh shoot! I am dying. Well, to be fair, we're all dying. Another thing we can find out and about are statues. Some of them have actual uses. Some of them are just more decorative. So, like, I wouldn't go out. You don't have to go out of your way to collect them. If you want to see what they do, then great. If you're not all that curious at all, then okay, skip them. Okay, copper. No, hoping for more. Although I do got stuff down there. I want to say that through my excavations, I have found out that on my world I have copper, lead, tungsten, and platinum, which are not bad. The copper is the only one that was one of the original ores. The lead, the tungsten, and the platinum are ores that got added later on to the game. And I also should mention, you do want to fight creatures. There is a bestiary into this game. And as such, you might have noticed another character that is actually living in my house. They showed up because I have attacked 10% of all of the creatures in this game. Also, this item right here, very useful item. It is known as a life crystal. If we left-click it, like we do, say, the bow or a potion or anything else, it will permanently increase our maximum health by 20. So I would go from 100 to 120. You'll find those out and about in the underworld. However, I want to just point out a couple of things. One, is that, yes, it will increase your max health. However, when you have enough health, some things will happen. So, when you get at least one extra unit of health, other than the increase to your health, you will get another NPC to spawn. That NPC being the nurse. Obviously, she will only spawn if you actually have room in your house. How she works is that she is a healer. If you are able to pay the price, you can go up to her, pay her, and she will heal any of your injuries, bringing your health back up to full. There is nothing in between. It's literally all or nothing with her. But that's if we get one. Hold on. If we get two of them, I want to say if we have her health at being 140, from then on, we have a chance of spawning. Well, maybe it's spawning the right word? We have one of two events can happen at complete random whenever. That being known as a goblin invasion. That will happen usually during the day. And the one that can happen at night is known as a blood moon. A blood moon is a little bit dangerous because zombies can actually break down your doors during a blood moon. So if you think, oh, I'm just safe, I'll just stay inside, no. There's a way to stay inside, it's just, if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna be thrown off guard, and you might not have the best of times. Could be the best of times, could be the worst of times. Also, I forgot there was something up here I wanted to actually explore. We can actually get out of here. A slight annoyance with all this digging is that sometimes you can go up a cavern that you dig out, but other times you can't go back down. I forgot to mention this! It looks like something's here, so let's try and climb up it. They look like, stilts, for lack of a better word, and kind of it is! Whenever you find these, you can usually find yourself an abandoned house of some kind. If I can jump into it. These abandoned houses will always have a chest and sometimes some other things as well, such as me finding a clown bottle, which is essentially a double jump. I'll loot all of that. And unfortunately, my inventory is a little bit full. It's a dang shame. We can find some more statues. Jellyfish is not a bad one, but I mean, at this point, I don't know if I really need it. This right here, actually, do I have? Yes, I do. If I bring out my axe and get rid of the slime so he's not being if I can get rid of the slime so he's not being an issue, we can chop down this underground tree. However, this is not just any tree, it is a topaz tree. So you can find trees like this. You can even make these kind of trees by combining acorns with topaz or acorns with whatever gem you got. And essentially it's just an easier way of, well, getting gems. Is there really good gems? Yes and no. Gonna get rid of you. It's gonna be up to you. Again, I would say the gems are mostly for decoration, but it definitely doesn't hurt to have them. For the few uses they have that are not considered just decoration. As a matter of fact, one of the uses is kind of similar to the hook that we actually got. But that's not a matter case. Oh, another thing is that when you are underground, you have a chance of finding some rare enemies, such as that underground miner. He has a chance of dropping you mining pants as well as a mining shirt, which actually goes with the mining helmet, creating the mining set, which will actually increase the speed of which you dig. Now, unfortunately, that sounds like a great item set to have in the early game, especially when you are actually trying to dig down to the underground, but as for me right now, it's kinda useless. Well, not useless, I'm always gonna be digging. But it's not as useful as it would have been before I got this far down. So as we're going over this way, you notice this thing over there that's actually emitting light. That is a demon altar. There is a similar but yet different thing in a crimson. This is the corruption variant of this. Essentially, it is something that we will be using, as well as destroying later on. As of right now, we can't really do anything with it. Well, that's a lie, actually. If we had ourselves enough phantom eyes, we could craft something being right next to that. However, I don't have any phantom eyes on me, and I don't know if I have enough to even I probably do have enough to craft the item. But we'll leave that up, because even if I craft the item, I definitely don't want to use that right now. We're too late into the game for me to want to do that. However, this makes me think I'm closer to the corruption than anything else. Ooh, I think I just found some more gems. Sapphires! Yay! I like sapphire. I like blue. If my profile picture was anything to go by. Oh, it looks like we found something over here. Keep finding things to talk about. Whee! We got ourselves a minecart track. And now, well, if we go over to equipment, we don't have a minecart. But if we press the R button, the game actually gives us a basic minecart. So we aren't just out of luck. Ooh! Ooh, I like this. Oh, and hello there. I actually forgot about this. This is technically, I guess if it's technically also another ore-type metal that I completely forgot when I was going over my ranking system. However, there's another way of getting this metal that I cannot dig up, and so I don't really count that as a metal ore. Okay, no accessories, but more items. Not gonna lie, a little upset with that chest. Bad day whenever you find a bad chest. But okay, going back up here, the minecart tracks. If you ever find them, definitely take them. It's the R button that hop onto them. I don't think I mentioned that. But definitely take them and explore around. They are just a free and easy way of just exploring the world. And you can just find stuff like this just out and about. Ooh, shoot, I'm actually in the frozen underground. Yeah, so the underground areas will be more or less very similar to what the above ground is. And this is a very, very long minecart track. Also, you can see I'm down so low we found lava. And also I got a new person to move in, because I have something that could be turned into dye. There's a couple of different items to get out of that. I just happened to get lucky finding one of the creatures down here that dropped me a red husk that can be turned into a red dye. And there's just more to talk about. That's why I wanted to kind of break this up, but I just at a point, like right now, I'm like, shoot, I don't know what to do. Invisibility, I'll get rid of that. A dirt trap, we can find these out and about, and if you actually hold one in your hands, you can see a wire. It only happens when you have the item in your, like, current hand, because this is a trap that actually is activated by pressing a switch like that. If I put this back over there, and if I'm not getting hit by cave bats, which also have a chance of dropping you an item known as a depth meter, you can see the thing activates. Now I have this thing facing away from me. There's a cooldown timer, but it actually shoots out arrows or poison darts. So you do want to be careful about those, as they really can sneak up on you, especially on higher difficulties. But right now, I want to go back because of this. I actually should have kept that little thing on me. We found ourselves a detonator. Get out of here, bat. You can find these out and about. I would say they're kind of like the traps. You want to be careful with them, because that thing is connected to this thing. And if that thing goes off, this thing goes off. And shoot, that just scared me. If this thing goes off, boom! It's a big explosion. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to die testing this out, so let me put this chest down, in case I die. Actually, I don't even have to do that. Another clown in the bottle is kind of useless to me. I want to put my money away, because if I die, I'm only losing cash. And if I put my cash away, I don't even lose that. So I believe we can either jump on top of it, or left or right click on it. Either way, thankfully we were far enough away, that didn't matter. And oh, there's a good amount of platinum. And I'm getting swarmed by enemies, so let me be right back after I take care of this and try to get that platinum if I don't die first. Okay, so, long and short, I did die. Now I'm back. Let me just grab all this stuff. And, okay, going back to the heart crystals, because I don't think I finished talking about those yet. I mentioned about how if you get to 140, you have events that can happen. Another event can happen when your health hits 200. And what that event is a boss fight. So, when your health hits I believe your health has to be at 200 and you have to have 20 defense, although I could be mistaken. Every night, until you have defeated a particular boss, said boss has a chance of spawning to fight you. I don't know what the odds are, but I know that the boss will keep having its chance to spawn until you actually defeat it. However, if you know that, you can also use this to your advantage. If I know that I can get the boss to spawn for free, then hey, let's get the boss to spawn for free, because there are ways of spawning bosses, kind of what I was talking before about that shrine that we found earlier. You can use those things to essentially craft items to spawn bosses. And, well, bosses are usually, I would say, mostly means to an end, depending on the boss. Especially the first boss, considering it will be the first boss. It's mostly just there to, quote, be annoying, more than anything else. It's also a way of trying to show how far you've grown, as well as being a way of trying to grind up some cash or resources. We also have a chance of finding the items out here in the underground and in chests. Also, I'm not gonna lie, cobwebs can be a bit annoying. Pickaxe is usually the best way of dealing with them. And how much coin you have on you, how rich you were when you died, also determines on what style of headstone you get when you die. I'll be back! Alright, let me get my cash, because I was going after this. Freaking, whatchamacallit, got me. Here we go, the medic man. I was talking about this before. It essentially works the same as these recall potions, except I don't lose it. So, a nice thing to have. Also, this gravity potions can be very useful for something I have in mind much later on. Oh shoot, I picked up blink root. I didn't want to do that. Mushroom grass seeds that can actually allow us to grow our own mushroom biomes. That's also good to have. Throwing knives! Not really too worried about those. Can I put you... Oh, wait. I forgot. Because I was thinking to myself, second clown of bottle is not all that useful. However, because I can have multiple layouts, it can be. That also means that, depending on how you're going to do things, you're going to need a lot of duplicates. Also, for whatever reason, if you were left-clicking when you pause the game, or, yeah. If you left-click, then you kind of lose everything, which is kind of annoying. Alright, I think I've talked about everything I want to talk about right now. It's just, like, again, you really want to explore the underground. Also, I never realized we got minecart, running a minecart. That's new to me. I think I talked about everything I want to talk about for right now, so I'm just gonna explore, and if I find anything new, I will be back. Also, be careful, because you can drown the minecart, but you can also jump. But I've also seen minecarts go underwater, under lava. So, be careful. Well, that's something I didn't know about. Dart traps or arrow traps can go through one-block tiles. Interesting. Okay. So if you're gonna block a trap off like I try to, make sure it's too wide. Also, there's a freaking boulder up here. Like, it's just riddled with traps. Oh, double trap! Okay, well, this is the thing I wanted to talk about, so... if you notice, we got lava up here, and it seems like lava is flowing down here. However, I'm not getting burned. This lava is more or less just a decorational thing, so this lava you don't need to worry about, but the lava up there, you do. If you touch that, you will take damage. Again, this is just decoration. Also, I'm now closer to the sandy area, so I'm now in the underground desert. And I should have mentioned this with the underground ice biome as well. They can have their own... They have their own chests with their own items that can be found and collected, such as someone giving me a magic item known as the Thunder Zapper, which is completely new to me. However, my inventory is full because in the underground you fill up very fast with stuff. Oh, that's what this is. Okay. Ow! The mana cost ain't not the best for me. Then again, I only have 20 mana. Later on, we can get ourselves some more magic later on. But yes, out and about, I've already found myself 7 hearts. And that would get me about an extra 140. Also, underground areas that are not like the normal underground, definitely be careful because they're going to be a lot more difficult than just the normal underground. Underground desert, underground snow biome, the deep underground are all dangerous places. So I definitely recommend before going to those underground areas, you focus on the main area first. Yeah, and I haven't even gone all the way down to the underground yet. Ooh, we actually found something kind of very useful here. It's a statue, yes, but it is a slime statue. This is actually a very useful... I'm gonna get rid of the lead for this. A very useful statue for the fact that... I don't know why I just did that. If you connect that one up to a button and the wire, that statue can actually spawn slimes. Now, why do you care about slimes? Well, slimes can give you gel. Why do you care about gel? That was a lot of cash. Gel can actually be useful later on for a particular weapon, depending on what you're wanting, or, again, you just might want slime for, say, torches or some other means. A slime statue is definitely one statue that I would recommend picking up if you happen to have it, and I really should have emptied out my inventory when I was back up above ground. Yeah, okay. I thought it was gonna... Oh, no, you do find this in chests. The Extractinator can take things such as silt, slush, and fossils and turn them into more useful things. It is not lying. It can give you not only money, but also ores, including ores that are not native to your world. So since I have copper, if I put in, say, silt, I have a chance of getting tin, or, because I have iron, I can get iron when I have a lead wool, I can get myself silver or gold. So depending on what you want to look at, I don't remember if this can give you the tier 6, 7, 8. I was talking about a little bit last episode, but it could be something to hold on to. Except I need to empty out my inventory. Thank God I got a magic mirror that can just take me back home whenever I need. Also, things like the piano and the chandeliers are just decorative. As far as I know, they don't have any real function. Like, I can't even play any music on it. And the chandelier will actually produce light. So, for example, if I want to get rid of the torch in there, and put that up there, and yeah, we can also craft them ourselves. Just also nice that you can just find them underground. Again, no real function, just more decorative than anything. And while I'm up here, before I do anything else, I want to go to my metals chest. I want to get out some lead. Go over to my workbench area. And from the lead, I want to make chain. Chain will work just like rope. However, it does come at the cost of actually using iron or lead. But I want to use the chain I got, combined with the hook that I found, and make myself a grappling hook. So what's the grappling hook? I believe it's the E key? Yes, E. With the E key, you get yourself a grappling hook. I mean, who does not like a good grappling hook? It allows you to essentially Spider-Man your way around. It can also stop you from taking fall damage. If I can try and show off in my house. Combining this with, say, oh my god. Combining the hook shot with my double jump, I am very well off. So as you just saw, this time I fell, I didn't take any fall damage because the grappling hook hit the ground before I did and then saved me. But yes, this makes underground traversal so much easier. But say you're having bad luck getting the hook, because the piranhas or the skeletons just aren't really giving you anything. Well, if I open up the right chest, try using gems if you have enough of them. Do I have enough? No, unfortunately it doesn't seem like I have enough. I only need 15 then. But if we go to the guide, he can show us that not only can I make a lightsaber, we can make grappling hooks. They do require 15. I don't think they're as good as the one that I made, but they are definitely better, good alternatives to start off with. Also, gems can make magic staves. Each tier will require the gem itself as well as material. It might always be silver or that equivalent. I'm not entirely sure. I never really make these staves, but if you want to go for a magic build, it's not a bad one. Also, you can make yourself some clothing items out of this, but you need to find or create the robes, which we haven't gotten to yet. And yeah, I think that's it for right now. So again, I think I'm going to make another cut and be back in a minute. And before I forget, actually, before I go back down, life crystals, if you actually look, it says it's a material. If we put it in here, we can find out we can make a couple of things. Oh, wait, what? Huh. I guess you can just make these. That's interesting. I mean, it costs a life crystal to make it. Life crystal holder. Some of these things are new to me. I don't know what any of these really do, but the main thing I was mostly looking into was this, the hot lantern. Requiring chains and a life crystal can make you a hot lantern, which increases your life regen. Very similar to how the campfire does it. And it is definitely something I recommend making. At most, I would say just make one, because you can always just move them. Okay, try it again, when I actually know that I need 4 of them. I would say all you really need is just one, and you can always just move this thing around later on. But this greatly increases your life regen. It's an extra 1 a second, combined with the campfire, which gives you an extra half a second. I now get an extra 1.5 hearts a second, which does add up. There are more ways of getting life regeneration. And it never hurts to have this. It just doesn't. Especially when you have, like, 400 health at the end game, and you are starting back with only 100 because you died. Hey! Hold up there, buddy. Tom! He is a merchant that can be found underground. There's no illness or condition that can be cured by some... There's no illness or condition that can't be cured by some of my slime oil. Trust me, it works. Just look at my lovely figure. So this guy can actually sell you stuff. And okay, I didn't know he could sell me this stuff. This is actually one of 2 items you can find. Climbing claws that allow you to actually hold onto walls. Good item to have. Spelunker glow stick, also very good. Will expose treasure. I'm definitely buying this stuff. I'll buy this. The counterweight is something that I can't use right now. It's used for yo-yos, but it's an item that definitely has use. I also say some other stuff, some food, like I got right here. However, 10 gold! Consume to permanently increase crafting station range. Really? There's a lot that's been added to this game that I haven't been aware of. That just sounds... I don't know. I have to try this out. I feel like it's a scam, but I don't know. I have to try this out. And these glow sticks. If you find them, I definitely recommend picking these up, because they can be useful, like, any time of the game. Except for maybe, like, end game. Oh, and here we go, the other thing I was looking for. A suspicious-looking eye. It's a consumable item that summons the Eye of Cthulhu. We will talk about the Eye of Cthulhu later on. Do not use that. I don't recommend using that anytime soon. Such as, 1, it can only be used at night. And if you use it, say, too late into the night, you may just waste the item. How that works is that it summons the boss, the Eye of Cthulhu. However, the Eye of Cthulhu will only stay and fight at night. If, say, you summon it and then morning comes, which I believe is 4:30 in the game, you will... The eye will essentially run away, meaning that you summon the thing for nothing. Okay, Mr. Crawfish, if you would get out of the way. If you notice, if we hold the glow stick out, we can actually see things sparkling. If we dig down, that will be treasure, as the game was calling it. And I'm just gonna get attacked down here by all these crustaceans. So, unfortunately, what the game counts as treasure includes metals, pots, and, well, other stuff as well. So it's not like I can use this to find specifically platinum or, say, gems. But it is useful for finding stuff like things that you might not have found before. Stuff that's like inside or under where you are. Also be useful for finding like hot gems. A very useful item, as I said. We can also throw it down, which if I can just show off real quick. We throw it down, it acts just like a glow stick, so it is a light source, and it does keep everything shining. However, glow sticks don't last forever. They are a temporary item. But these glow sticks, again, because of their use, they're very useful, and I will say this right now. There is another way of seeing ores and resources, actually better than what the glow sticks can do. However, they are a very temporary thing, requiring the tier 4... I'm gonna drown down here. Requiring a tier 4 metal ore, and creating a potion that only lasts you a couple of minutes, compared to the glow sticks, which can last for as long as you hold them in your hands, or for however long it takes them to actually go out. And I just keep on dying, meaning that it might be time for me to make myself some new and better armor. However, my inventory's a little bit cluttered right now, so let's actually get rid of you for right now, because I don't want that going anywhere. If we hit the sort inventory button, it will change up our entire inventory, but hey, I didn't want some of this stuff moved. Didn't think about that till after I hit the button. If we move stuff around, hold the Alt key, which causes our cursor to become a star, and left-click. These items will never move, even if we sort the item inventory, or it will never get stacked into a chest, even if there's items already in there. Useful feature that I think the game only tells you in, like, the loading screen. And, yeah. How about we make ourselves some new armor? And maybe a new pickaxe while I'm at it. Because this is just from me going down... I haven't really been exploring everything, but I have been exploring, and I've just been finding a lot of resources. Granted, a lot of this platinum has been by those, quote, booby traps, but I will gladly accept all that. However, if you also notice, some of these ores require more metal ore to craft than others. Also, I had all of that, and I only got less than 60 ores out of that. Platinum pickaxe, definitely make. Gold and platinum, definitely make. Can mine meteorite, which is something we have not gotten to yet. You also, again, depending on what you want, make yourself a bow, make yourself the armor. I would rather go for the armor than anything else, but that is just me. So, 5 descents, 6, 5. Just makes the most amount of sense, which only leaves me the helmet. However, that does mean if I go for that, I can't be using my mining outfit. However, the defense I get out of this should be worth it. So I will go from 3 to 11, compared to the 5 of my wooden outfit. Now, if I had the leggings, that would be even better defense, but, oh well. Now, since I already have, like, a platinum pickaxe and 2/3 of the platinum armor set, really, tungsten, iron, and copper are, I would say, almost useless. Like, I could make a tungsten pickaxe, which also can mine meteorite? Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. But either way, I could make the stuff, but it's not all that useful to me. I mean, the most useful thing I can do right now is make the tungsten greaves, which won't give me a set bonus, but give me extra defense. The tungsten sword is useless. I guess I could make myself the tungsten bow, to give myself a better bow than what I got. But I'm just gonna make the armor pieces just to, like, have them, for no other reason, just to have them. But I mean, I also got lucky. Maybe you didn't get lucky, and maybe you didn't find all this stuff. Another thing is just how expensive some of this stuff is. The lower, quote, lower quality armor pieces require less resources than the tungsten or the platinum. So, there are benefits to having iron, copper, and tungsten. It's just that when you can find enough of anything else, why would you craft them? Especially considering these aren't even... They're not even used for creating new armor types or anything. They're just one-time use items. However, there is something I want to make. I think I need... Shoot, I might need more lead for that. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Okay, well I can't craft the one thing I wanted to make. However, I could make myself watches. If you actually notice, I got myself that gold watch because I wanted it, like, have it for being helpful. We can also make watches now. Requiring metal and the chains that we made from the other stuff, we can make them. So, like right now, I can make a copper or a tungsten one. So, copper will tell you by the hour, tungsten will tell you by every half hour, and... Sorry, copper or tin will tell you every hour. Tungsten or silver will tell you every half hour, and gold or platinum will tell you every minute. So, it's something to keep in mind if you're making a watch, and how much you actually care about knowing the time. Alright, so I think this video has been definitely going on long enough. But there's one more thing I want to talk about as we're going down, is that eventually as you get deeper down, you will find another biome, that being what I would call the magma biome. Another place to explore, more or less just the same as what we were going for before, but it just means that, one, you're very low down to the ground, and two, you're going to be finding lava out and about. So you do need to be careful, and again, I will say, you can find minecart tracks that go into lava, so beware of that. However, this is not the deepest we can go. If we go further down, we can find the underworld. That's why pits like this are often called elevators. This area down here, very dangerous. The monsters down here will hit you hard and will not be friendly. When I say you will probably die, I mean you will probably die if you are not prepared. Matter of fact, if I can find the one thing I'm looking for... Get out of here, bat. This is right down here. It's a tier 5 metal that well, that's what I consider the tier 5 metal. We'll deal with that much later on. But that tier 5 metal, if we actually touch it, is so hot it burns us. Also, we can't even mine it up. It is too hard for us to get. Another thing to keep in mind is that even though I haven't found it, unless they got rid of it, which I doubt, there are building blocks made out of that very hot resource that if we step on will cause the burning damage. Also, we can find this down here, a useful item for later on. It is essentially an upgraded furnace. Yeah, upgraded furnace that will be used for crafting stuff later on. So we will need to get one of those, but it's not needed now. And, well, I think this has been going on for long enough. So, in between episodes, I will be going back down. I'm going to be trying to find some more hot crystals. I'm going to be going out to get myself some more metal, because I would like to get myself the entire layout of armor. One thing I will say to keep in mind is, if you can find it, if you can find yourself enough iron or lead, there is something that you can make called a sawmill. Now, this is all just for decorative purposes, but with the sawmill, you can actually create mannequins. With the mannequins, you can show off your character, well, you can show off the armor set that characters can make. I would like to show that off real quick. It requires you having 2 bars of iron or lead alongside the chains and wood. I just happened to be short on the lead when I thought about making that, because I made the armor set. Now, again, this is completely optional. I just do it because, well, I kind of like looking at them. It looks like this. It can, if depending on what your inventory looks like, it could be harder to find. And because I don't have any idea where to even put this thing right now, you can go up there. So this thing can make you a bunch of different things, bar stools, racks. Again, this is all decorative. You can also make a mannequin or a womankin, depending on your preference. So I'll make 2 of each. And again, these don't do anything but just show off. If you want to go for technically everything, then I guess you can make one of each armor stand. If you right-click them, you can just easily just have all this stuff going over. So you can have the armor sets being shown off, alongside the fact that you can also give them accessories, so that, like, if you notice, the accessories show up on the character and on the mannequins. I just like doing it. I just like showing off all my little armor sets, mostly for myself. Do you have to do this? No. I mean, honestly, like, all this copper stuff that I made, the iron gear, I could just sell it. Although I would have been better off just selling the actual ore itself compared to having the armor sets. And actually, before I forget, let's actually show off the armor set, because what do we get from having this? An entire copper outfit will give us 8 defense. 1 for the helmet, 2 for the chainmail. Sorry, 6, because I forgot. Something out here is giving me extra defense. Yeah, so that's at plus 6 defense from having copper. Lead has an extra 11, the set bonus being an extra 3. And with that, I'm definitely done for now. I have no idea how long this thing has been going on for, just that it's been going on for an awfully long time. That's me just going out to the underground. But again, I'll be back next time. A little bit more suited up, and again, I could be using these life crystals, but I want to hold off until we are ready for what's to happen later on. So, again, have fun playing Terraria, and enjoy your day. And the trailing merchant shows up in a rainstorm. Okay. Anything good to end this off on? A Star Princess dress, a Celestial wand. Nope. Okay, that's all. Have a good one. Bye-bye.